thank you for being here. I think it's time to get started. So, welcome to Nerd Shit After Dark, conquering Speedcubin. I am Harn, or as some people in the Cuban sphere call me, Harn. This is Rubik's Magic. Contrary to popular belief, he's not a magician. He's just fast. And this is Joe. Yeah! Joe learned how to solve the Rubik's Cube at started at least at my Nerd Shit After Dark panel here last year. And now look at it. He's on stage and everything, folks. Also, this track is by him. Yeah. I played on it. I was graciously invited. I was like, I'll play some trombone. It was really hard. That's how I roll.
Too slow.
All right, let's get this thing off. So first question I have for you, Speedcubin. If you could take out your digital devices and go to this, look at this QR code.
Don't click random QR code.
It's not random. It's been placed here very intentionally.
Now you own it.
If you could. That I'm stealing? Not very much. It's a poll. It's a one-question poll that asks the question, Speedcubin, and you need to make sure that you answer thoughtfully and not randomly.
Can we write in an answer?
No.
Is there an all the above?
No.
I got it.
Vote it.
What did you vote?
This is the
secret, man. You don't talk. You don't
This is the poll.
Well, you clearly voted one.
If you can't
Don't
see
worry
it.
about it.
Joe, which one do you want to pick?
No.
That one? I was thinking of picking that one.
No, that one. I wanted the other one.
The other one?
Yeah.
Let's see the results. How did we do? Oh my God, 60% of people chose Speedcubin. See, I was gonna pick Speedcubin, but I don't know. Speedcubin was really what I was feeling.
I like Speedcubin, like Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
On speed?
Yeah, he's pretty fast. Have you seen him run?
No.
You have?
Yeah, that's why I'm on the panel. Come on.
So this the purpose of this panel is to, if you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube and you want to know what's next in this world. I started solving competitively in 2009. Jeremy started competing in 2016. How many competitions have you been to?
I have been to, I think 72, and trust me, that's really not that many. I'm a big nerd, and I've pretty much traveled across the world.
Yeah.
We traveled.
We both went to Melbourne.
We went to Melbourne, Australia for the World Rubik's Cube Championship. And this fool didn't even compete in 3x3.
Yeah, I didn't compete in the regular cube.
Yeah.
Felix Index?
Oh yeah, Felix, he's actually come to local competitions for us.
Yeah,
in the middle of the Nevada desert. He's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna come to a Reno competition.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's really cool. And then Jay McNeil stayed on my couch. He's an old friend too. He's an all-rounder Australian Speedcuber. But I've been to about 117, I competed in 117 competitions. I've been to a few more than that. And during my time, for the World Cube Association, I was one of the officiants, which is called a delegate. I was one of the delegates for the competitions, making sure the rules are being followed. I've organized competitions. Jeremy, you've organized competitions. We both ran the Reno Rubik's Cube Club at different times. It's been a long time coming. What is your best rank, or your best rank in competition?
Like
what event?
overall, or?
Yeah, overall, like what's your lowest number world rank?
The best rank I ever had was 85th in the world for 5x5 blindfolded mean. So essentially, there's this is a 3x3 cube. Now add 2 more layers to it, right? And that's a 5x5. So imagine solving that blindfolded. It may sound impossible, it's actually pretty easy.
But then he was 85th in the world for me.
Yeah, so it gets better. Solving it once alone is a big feat in cubing. That's it's considered the hardest event.
I've done it only twice,
Yeah.
and I was only counted for one of them.
And so I did it once, 3 times in a row. So that means you have to memorize this 5x5, put on a blindfold, and solve it without making a single mistake. One mistake, and this entire solve's scrapped.
It's all over.
I've actually done that twice.
Yeah, it was really annoying.
Yeah, the second time I had norovirus. It was a bump at the competition.
What?
You didn't know that?
No, I don't.
Yeah. So I went to Hawaii, and I either had really bad food poisoning, or I was throwing up in the morning. It was terrible. And
Thank you for pronouncing the Okina, by the way.
Yeah, and yeah, they have 5x5 blindfolded. I'm like, well, I feel terrible, but I might as well compete. And yeah, I got another 5x5 blindfolded me. I was the one and only person to get a solve in that comp, and I got all 3.
So where we're going with this is that you answer the question, Speedcubin. This panel is not only about what you can do in competitive cubing, but it's also about the community, which is a bunch of fucking shit posters. This is the speedsolving.com forums. This is a poll from June 30th of 2010 that asked the exact same question I asked all of you, and this was the breakdown. Look at the middle Speedcubin was winning, and Speedcubin, despite 198 total voters, it only had 1% of the vote. I want you to notice that this was...
Screen's frozen, Brandon.
Oh no.
Let's rip the counters still going.
It says Speedcubin.
Oh, here, you see it now?
Oh, wonderful.
So this is the speedsolving.com forums. It's been dead for a long time, but before Facebook groups took over the world, this poll was asked, and as you can see by the breakdown, only 2% of people voted for Speedcubin. I want you to notice that this question was posed by user Goatsy Forever. And some people said Speedcubin, some said what the hell, it's like we got us a ban, because as it goes with nerd communities on the internet, they can be sometimes, how do you say, stick up their ass?
What?
We got one by user 4chan saying Speedcubin. We got David Warner saying, why hasn't anyone voted for Speedcubin yet? Oh, and everyone who voted for Speedcubin is just stupid. We have Speedcubin, but I love Speedcubin. Speedcubin is okay though. You forgot Speedcubin, so I just voted Speedcubin. The list goes on. So, yeah, so Speedcubin. To get some terms for the uninitiated, because there is going to be a bit of technical talk here, this is a slide that I just took from, so tomorrow night is the Rubik's Cube tutorial panel at 12:30 a.m. It will be here in this room, I'm pretty sure.
Either this one or the one next.
Yeah, it ain't far. For those of you who know about the Bravo bus, I will be riding the Bravo bus tomorrow night for the early bus because it gets back here at midnight. And then this tutorial panel is at 12:30. If you want to see me in a not very cogent state of being, trying to keep it together for 90 minutes, go. It's a lot of fun. Joe Lester, I don't know, what did you think of the Joe?
I mean, that's why I'm here.
I mean, this
was
is true.
drunkenly trying to learn how to speak cube,
And I was drunkenly trying to teach people.
Yeah.
booze. I've never touched it. And I learned in life.
Yes.
So what's the Bravo bus? I'm asking a loaded question, I understand that.
The Bravo bus is, so there's a guy in San Jose who owned a Taco Bell franchise.
So is everyone on that side? What the fuck?
And he was like, I think I can make this worse.
Oh, yeah.
So he bought it back and he was like, I can make this cheaper and like worse for you. And
Awesome.
so Taco Bravo is just this really, really crazily, legendarily cheap taco place
Oh, yeah.
in San Jose. And Robbie Benson of the Super Soul Bros loves it and decided that he was going to get a charter bus a couple of years ago and have everybody come on and be on the party bus where we all went to Taco Bravo for a late night taco. And it's legend, and now every year is the Bravo bus, and that's what it is.
That's tomorrow, though?
Yes, it's tomorrow. And they do 2 trips. You have to register in advance, so talk to somebody who has the ability to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it exclusive? Like,
It's not exclusive, it's just there's limited slots
That's fair,
on the
that's
bus.
Yeah.
Only so much bus to go around.
Exactly.
But now I don't. So this is fun.
Okay, click on that.
Okay.
This cube is real weird.
Well, I very much work.
Why is that?
Because I'm just not used to it. Like, I'm only used to this kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm a newbie baby and I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, then it's still reversed.
So even the slightest like
Swap displays, right?
even like the slightest difference in how it feels is
So Brandon, you asked me about my rank. What was your best rank in cubing?
I held the world record for Scube, which is a different kind of cube that isn't a blight to society. I held the record. I said the first one was average, which is an average of 5 solves. It was a month after the event became official, and I already happened to be the best in the world at it because no one cared about it until it was official. And then 6 days later, I lost average, but then literally the following day after I lost the world record, I got the world record singles solve and held that for like 9 months. And to this day, I've not beaten that, and that's going to be a recurring thing. This is so fucked.
This is Microsoft at work.
This is an Apple computer.
Yeah.
It is.
They're sabotaging you. This is
Microsoft is trying to
Microsoft
make
is
us
limited.
hate Apple. I get it. I get it, and I'm all for it.
Oh yes, Macintosh.
It is correct. Y'all keep talking. I'll figure this out. I mean,
Okay, well, as we figure this shit out, yeah, I'm trying to, it's part of the thing. I might just use this screen as it is.
so built-in display is the main display.
Yes,
The extended, it should be extended from this. Yeah.
mirror.
Yep.
Can you see the,
Good.
are we good?
Still look good?
Just go through. Motherfucker, it's like.
It's on the bottom.
yeah, it's doing it.
Yep. Stop displays.
Oh.
Fucking Microsoft.
God damn it.
That was a good.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Shanti, I heard you. You're right.
Terms. Thank you for letting us know that existed. I just didn't know where it lived. Permutation. This is what happens, refers to where pieces on the cube are positioned, where they're physically located in space. So we'll refer to the cube as like having an upper side called the U face, a side that's closest to you called the front face, the F face, etc. So you could say, oh, the piece that's touching the up side and the front side would be the UF piece, for example. Orientation is how pieces are twisted or flipped in place. So where something is located and how it's flipped or twisted are 2 separate concepts that are referred to as, usually just, we will use these terms and abbreviations with P and O in combination with other stuff. An algorithm, this is just any sequence of moves that's supposed to accomplish some goal. The first one that you learn in the beginner's method is called a sexy move. If you want to learn what the sexy move is, come to the panel tomorrow night. According to the Spanish, all you have to do is learn one sexy move. The next term is F2L. This stands for first 2 layers. Cubers are lazy. We just abbreviate everything. And you'll see where it becomes an issue with these abbreviations. So the first 2 layers, usually this will refer to the bottom 2 layers of the cube. Some people will solve the Rubik's Cube and have their first 2 layers be the top 2 layers. Some really special people will have, I mean this like with all respect and sincerity. They solve with the first 2 layers on the left side. It is some crazy stuff. Theodore Chow, Robbie Fernando does it, Shelley used to do it.
Why?
Yeah, there's a lot of Speedcubers who are pretty darn good in Solve the First Two They Come Left. Nathaniel Knopf does it too. He's one of my best friends. He's
That's
different.
messed up.
Hey, it's messed up.
That's
Then there's
wrong.
LL. If you have a 3x3 cube and you have the first two layers being F2L, you can kind of figure out what LL means. It's the last layer. It's going to be the one on the top if that's the last one you have to do. And then there's this thing called parity, which happens when you have when the cubes start getting bigger and bigger. Like Jeremy was mentioning the 5x5 cube earlier. And what parity is, it's absolute fucking bullshit, and it's fucking garbage, and it ruin. Talk to any 4x4 solver. It is the worst, and will fuck you up. And it's a 50% chance to happen or not, and it will fuck up your solves. So this is why I have never solved the 4x4, speed solve the 4x4 as it is in competition ever, despite having official results for solving the 4x4 blindfolded. Fuck that shit.
His profile is whack.
My profiles are really fucking weird. By that I mean, you can look at my official results from competition. It is a treasure trove of garbage. A lot of DNFs, a lot of did not finishes on there. So, if you are looking to Speedcube, there are a few methods that you could try and learn. The most
Common.
overwhelmingly common, most popular one of these is called CFOP or CFOP. You might
That's what
also,
I do.
yeah,
Because I'm basic.
yeah. So what is CFOP? It starts for cross, F2L, OLL, and PLL. So it's the most popular method used by over 90% of Speedcubers around the world. It's overwhelmingly common, but it's an abbreviation that stands for 3 more abbreviations. So as you see, immediately the abbreviation problem in the Rubik's Cube world becomes an issue when you have an abbreviation that stands for more abbreviations. Luckily we know what F2L is. We can kind of guess what OLL and PLL mean. OLL being the orientation of the pieces in your last layer, and PLL being the permutation of those pieces. The number of algorithms to learn, the number of move sequences, dedicated move sequences to learn for this is about 42, but they're learned intuitively for solving the first 2 layers. 57 for the orientation of the last layer, and 21 for the permutation of the last layer. So all in all, that's like over 100 move sequences, dedicated move sequences, for to be able to solve any particular case that you have in front of you using the most popular method. That's a lot of algs. If you had to estimate, Joe, how many algs would you say that you know and or use?
Like 10.
Yeah, 10, right? So you don't need many to be decent. Like you really
Oh,
don't.
you're saying I'm getting out. That's not-
I would venture to say that you're decent. A stepping stone to this is something called 2-look OLL and 2-look PLL. 2-look meaning that you do it in 2 steps because you have to look at the cube twice. This leads to this weird misconception that you have to look at the cube and then do some moves and then look at it again. Because the reason why it's a misconception is because you can look at the cube while you're doing moves to predict what you're going to have next. This is something called look ahead and is one of the most important aspects of how people get faster at solving the cube, minimizing the time in between their steps and seeing what's coming next and planning for what's coming next as you're currently doing moves. It's a weird multi-threading process, and some people can look so far ahead into their solves where they can like in a 15-second inspection period in a solve, they can plan out their entire first 2 layers using CFOP. And I think that is completely and utterly bonkers. I can maybe get most of the cross, which is the first, main step most of the time. Collectively, this 2-look OLL and 2-look PLL is called 4-look last layer. There's 3 unsolved cases, and then 7 for the split during OLL, and 2 and 4 cases for PLL. So it's like it adds the number of algs that you're going to have to learn, but it's not. It's a much more manageable number than 57 for OLL, right? The way that you find these algorithms is, you just look online. There's so many resources out there, certainly more today than there were when I was starting, but even when I was starting, I can find 2-look OLL and PLL algorithms like crazy. And there's, for any of these particular situations that you arrive at when you get to these steps, there's a multitude of different algorithms that you could learn, and you just pick the one that's your favorite. You can try a bunch of them out. You pick one at random, you can do whatever you want. For some of the, like, Jeremy, how many, for one of these cases, I mentioned that you can like learn multiple algorithms and kind of pick your favorites. So between solving the Rubik's Cube with 2 hands versus solving the Rubik's Cube with 1 hand, which is an official competitive event, can you give an example of like a case that you would find where you use 1 alg for 2-handed but a different set of moves for 1-handed?
Yes, I can. The V-perm.
Oh, the V-perm.
So,
I know 4
let me set it up.
Vs.
So there's a special case, it's kind of hard to see, where I have a block of pieces built here, so this looks solved.
First 2 layers are solved.
These are off,
Well, this is
pieces,
a PLO
and then
case.
this corner is solved. So there's many ways that unfortunately I've learned how to do it. So one of them being one of the faster ways, and it's solved. Or, because that's really hard to do one-handed, you could do
Is that the Skitaisun one? That's so scuffed. That's so vintage.
completely different algorithm.
I am dog shit at solving a cube with 1 hand.
Yeah, me too.
I'm absolutely awful. I mean, okay. Okay.
At least I don't use brute.
So we're gonna get there. So for some cases, I'll know, like for V-perm, I know 4 different algorithms. Whichever one I use depends on the day, depends how I'm feeling. They're all, I don't care about being that fast anymore, so I just like, I'm gonna have fun and do something stupid sometimes. Frequently, actually, yeah. This like the Z-perm, I know like
Yeah, you do the
I know
brute
like
balance.
5 of those, and I primarily default to an algorithm that almost nobody else in the entire world
No,
uses.
it's so slow. Like that looks cool, right? The second one, did you see how slow that one?
We'll get there. We'll get there. We have a slide for it.
All right.
So you may be asking yourself, why should I learn CFOP? Why should I learn CFOP? Why should I go through this? If you want to be a Speedcuber, because it is what most people use, you're going to be able to find a lot of resources on the material. The problem is, it's the boring option. So if you want to be boring, do CFOP. I mean, yeah.
I'm bored.
Don't worry. I primarily use CFOP too. So does Jeremy. We're all boring in our own way.
And I only solve 1 cross color.
Yeah, I solve only 2 cross colors.
Yeah.
So that is to say, the color that we start on, I start on either white or yellow. You start on white only,
Yeah.
and then what do you do, Joe?
I'll build it.
Just
White.
on white, yeah, white only. I started on green and then switched to white and then forgot how to solve on green,
Same.
like an idiot.
Why did you start on green?
And there was a tutorial video I found on
No
YouTube. Which
way.
Poke
Yeah,
math?
yeah, Pogo
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Dan Brown's YouTube tutorial. It's a classic, and it's completely out of date now. I mean, it works, but it's like, there are better ways. So, to show you what CFOP looks like, because it's kind of hard to see us cubing up here, I brought up a video of Felix Zemdegs, who was mentioned earlier. This is a couple solves of his that use a CFOP method. Remember that we have cross, first 2 layers, orientation of the last layer, and permutation of the last layer, and I'll call out these steps as they happen. Ordinarily, that this F2L step, the first 2 layer step after the cross, has 4, it comes in 2 and 4 parts. The way that he solves this cube, 3 of those parts happen like that. Here we go.
Inspection.
He's looking, planning on what he's going to do, then starts with the spacebar. Cross, F2L, OLL, PLL. Done.
What was the time?
5:55. That was a former world record time too.
People they average faster than that.
That's a
nowadays.
2014 US Nationals
Yeah.
mag. F2L, OLL, PLL.
What was that for?
421.
Averaging that doesn't even win you worlds.
This video is 10 years old.
Yeah.
What the fuck? People haven't evolved that quickly. I
Oh
don't
no,
get it.
little kids have.
Who was that? Oh, the little Chinese kids
What's
have
that?
are taking the world.
Yiheng
It's awesome.
won world this year, followed
Yeah.
by Zhuan Yi.
Was it
and-
sub 5 average or?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was,
Accounting 3.
yeah, counting sub 4, absolutely nuts. You'll hear us say sub and then a number, it just means below that number. Yeah, because we'll very quickly get into talking into our own like Speedcubin language, and it's impossible to break out of. This video is 10 years old. Yuheng Wang won by a sizable margin this year too.
Yeah.
At World Championships, which is just a couple weeks ago.
2 years ago it was within 0.01. And then this year it was.
Well, Melbourne, the
0.1
top
or
6
0.2.
were within a tenth of a second of each other.
Yeah.
It was nuts. Watching that live too.
Average
was
time
nuts.
too, not single.
I was on stage during finals because I was with Don, Kevin, and Sherry.
Yeah.
We were entering in the times as they were coming in because I was part of the data entry team. The data dungeon at the time, we called it, because it was a random room with no windows and 12 of us in a room, all entering in handwritten times on these scorecards, having to parse all this handwriting from all over the world. Like, the European won, wild to me. Because sometimes it just looks like this. I'm like, that's a lambda. That's what that is. It's an upside down V. What are you talking about? That's not a 1. Anyway, I could go. So the next method, Roux, invented by Gilles Roux. The last method was popularized by Jessica Friedrich, but it's called CFOP because there's weird things with how things are named after people if they didn't originate them, and some people are certain ways about them. I still will credit Friedrich, and I will still say that I use Friedrich because that makes sense to me, and it's unambiguous what it means. The Roux method is the second most popular method. It's used by a lot of people, and it can get really, really good results. This year in the finals, the 3x3 finals, which was the top 16, or was it top 12?
16.
It's top 16. I think there were 3 Roux solvers, or was it 2?
I thought there was just one.
I thought there were
Maybe
2.
2. I don't remember.
And then in a couple of years ago, there were definitely 2.
Yeah. And then
And in Melbourne, there were
2019,
definitely
there's
2.
Sean. For sure.
Oh, just 1. Yeah, Sean
got
Pickett
third,
on the
yeah.
logo, yeah. And he got 3rd place. And it's his little kid, and he's using a Roux. The way this method works is that you start by building a block. This is a concept that it makes a lot of sense to look at because it's like, oh, I have a block of pieces and they're all together, and they all form a nice rectangle or a rectangular prism, if you want to be technical. Waiting for it. There it goes. So like, yeah, see this red portion here, and then all the other colors are coming together very clearly in this little zone. And then you saw another one of those that's the same size but on the opposite side, such that the sides will usually match each other. They'll be relatively speaking solved. And then after solving the corners up top, you'll then end.
I messed up.
After solving your corners on top.
Oh, I did the wrong color. Okay, wait.
Oh, good.
Okay.
And then you have to do CMX.
Solve. Oh, yeah. I don't use.
And then you're gonna be, the whole end of your solve is gonna use the slice in between the left and right sides and the upper face only. So you get a lot of people spamming like at the end of their solves. It is, because of that spamming, it's absolute style points. Like, there's no question about it. It's just cool. I barely know how to use the Roux method. Literally, the whole end is just, it's nuts. The number of algorithms for this, it relies a lot on your intuition. It relies on your own pattern recognition and how you go about solving it. There's some general principles that you can learn, but the only step that requires algorithms is this thing called CMLL. M is an indicator for the middle layer, the layer between the left and the right sides. So this is solving the corners of your last layer without caring about what happens to the middle slice. And they decided CMLL was the best way that they could think of to name this. F2B there stands for first 2 blocks. You have the 1x2x3 on the left and the other one on the right. Here is Keon Mansour, a Canadian, who uses the roux method. This method is also really fucking fast. Keon is stupidly good.
It's also been it's gotten a lot popular with one-handed solving.
Oh, I should have pulled up a video of one-handed for this. There it goes, and that's that. And it's done in 4.72 seconds. That was absolutely crazy. Yeah, what people will do when they solve with one hand for the roux method is that they'll do something that's referred to as table abuse because it used to be by the rules. So what you'll do is that you'll set the side of your, like an edge of your cube against the table, and then for the whole end of your solve, you'll turn the middle layer with one finger and turn the upper layer with another finger. And you'll just be doing that for the whole end of your solve. It is absolutely insane that anybody came up with this in the first place, and people have taken that to practically absurd levels. The next speed method to look at is called Petrus. Petrus is also a block building method similar to roux. It was introduced earlier by Lars Petrus, who is Swedish, but now lives in Reno, apparently.
Yeah, he does.
Just crazy. He lived in Oakland for quite a while, and I remember running into him. The first time I met him, I was like 14, going to a Rubik's Cube competition in Berkeley. Just had got in the car. My mom had driven me up there, and I had my whole box of cubes as a little shitting nerd. And then I was like, my mom mentioned like, "Oh, are you here for the Rubik's Cube competition?" He said, "Oh yes, I'm competing." He's like, "Oh, that's great. What are you competing in?" He said, "Fewest moves." The Fewest Moves Challenge, I'm going to sidebar here. The Fewest Moves Challenge is a competitive event where you're given a written down move sequence that is a scramble sequence for a cube, and then you have an hour to submit the shortest written solution that you can. It's a standardized test where everybody's doing the same thing. As a spectator sport, the most boring shit on earth. But it's so boring that I won nationals in it in 2016. It was a fluke, but I'll take it. I still won. I had to do three solves on average better than everyone else. My friend Sean, going into the third solve, I was top seed by one move. And he said, "You know what? I'm just going to sit next to you here." Sean was one of the organizers of the competition. He does not care about solving the cube and the fused number of moves at all. He sat down next to me, like where you're sitting now. He's like, "I'm gonna watch you win this thing." No pressure. And I found some shit that wasn't particularly good. Thought I had potentially lost it, but didn't know. And I was like, you know what? I had a great time regardless. This is all cool. I have my backup solution written down. It's 32 moves, which is not particularly good. Under 30 is what I was going for at the time. And Sean sees that I have a 32 written. He gets up as one of these organizers. He's already submitted his solution. He walks around the room, takes a look over at the second seat's page, comes back, sits back down, remains quiet, and I'm like, I haven't found anything. With some time to spare, I check my solution, I submit it, I sit back down, he says, Kale, the name of this second place guy, Kale has a 33 written down. I'm like, oh fuck, did I just win this thing? And I did. And I won a 13 by 13 cube that I sold immediately. I sold it to Jameson O'Connor.
Oh man.
How much is a 30 by 30?
I got a few $100 for it.
What the fuck?
It was great. I was like, I don't need this. I don't care about this. Petrus. It says block building method. I use Petrus a lot in how I build my fewest move solutions. It starts by solving a 2 by 2 by 2 block of pieces. So the joke is that I use the Petrus method to solve the 2 by 2 cube. I build a 2 by 2 by 2 block and then I stop the timer. And then I expand that out, and you expand out in different ways that are visually intuitive because it's just blocks of pieces that expand themselves. The problem is no one uses this method. And don't.
For good reason.
Yeah, don't. I use it because I think it's fun, and I get times that I frankly
stupid.
do not deserve. as a result of using this shitty method.
I just want to see what you're, I know I can't see.
Oh, yeah, come sit. Yeah, come on over. So not only do I use Petrus to solve the cube, we haven't even just solved the cube regularly. I think we should demonstrate. Yeah.
Solving it regularly, what do you mean?
What I mean is just solving two-handed. Let's just demonstrate what we do real quick for the audio. Oh, we have so many here.
Oh, yeah, we have cubes, never mind.
Let's just demonstrate real quick. Let's inspect. We get usually up to 15 seconds. We'll just start at the same time, just to show that we're not just some morons up here.
Alright, I'm gonna compete with you guys.
Okay.
Alright, sounds good. No arm moves.
Okay. Alright.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, this is a nice cross. I don't usually start with the cross.
You're starting with the cross?
Yeah, I have my first pair.
Oh my god, I haven't gotten that far.
I'm feeling pretty good at this.
You're gonna win, dude. You're gonna win.
Okay, I know where my edges will be. Alright, we're good.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, suck it!
I got my mind last layer. I was like, I know this case. So yeah. Congrats.
Thank you.
Oh, wait,
Congrats, Joe.
Wait. I have something for this. A winner is you.
Yeah!
It's a sticker. It says a winner is you on it. Okay. So, not only do I use a method that nobody else gives a fuck about, with good reason. Cut the shit.
Is it good?
There we go. No, it's coming loose.
Yeah.
So not only do I use this method that pretty much nobody else uses, but I also use algorithms that nobody else uses. And the reason for that is because I just learned something and then it's stuck in my brain forever. And these algorithms are non-standard, apparently. I wouldn't have known at the time. And I don't evolve with the times and learn new algorithms very often. I use bad algs.
Same.
This is relevant. Here's a bad alg I've always used. A procuber says, cast it to the fire and then destroy it. It doesn't say destroy if you check that. And then I'm like, no. An example of a bad alg that I use, which is more so to bother him, is this. Here's the case, I just set it up. This is one of the PLLs called the GA perm. There's 4 G perms, they're called GA, GB, GC, and GD. This is the A version, and I have used an algorithm that, if you can watch the ergonomics, I'm gonna exaggerate a little bit, but not that much.
Oh
That's the correct response. I show this to other people, and they're like,
What's wrong with you?
that's a good
Why is
question.
there an S move?
So, yeah, S2, and then a lot of white moves. So that's another meme. We're gonna get to blindfold solving now.
Yeah.
So Jeremy has been memorizing this cube.
So someone gave this, I threw this out in the crowd, someone scrambled it. I haven't made a move on it. I have just been
No, he hasn't.
memorizing
I checked
it. And yeah, let me just make sure you got the memorization. Let's see.
If he fucks up, it's okay. It happens. I fucked it up at VGM Con. It happens.
All right. Okay. I promise I can't say anything. You guys can be doing whatever.
We checked it.
We looked at it.
People have
We
checked
checked
this.
it. We checked it.
In competition, they hold a piece of paper. So you
Really?
can't.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah. For good reason. Somebody was caught cheating
Holy
in
shit.
2008 or 7. Before my time.
Wasn't there like a delegate who cheated too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
There's been a few.
that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I think I messed up.
Let's see.
No.
Wait.
Wait.
Let's see.
Shh.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's an A perm. I know that one. That's another one.
Minnesota.
Oh, I
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Give it up for Jeremy. The way that blindfolded solving works is that we memorize the initial state of the cube and the order of the pieces that we want to solve, and we have particular move sequences that we memorize that will accomplish that goal. The next thing that we have.
Really quickly, I had memorized C and then the letter P after, or like I had BP and I was like, I think I'm wrong. I'm gonna do CP, and I was wrong.
It was BP.
Yeah, it was BP.
Unfortunate. So we'll use like memory tricks and encode what you see on the cube into letters, and then they become images, and the whole like memory palace thing that's relevant to this discussion. Jeremy also competes in an event called Multiple Blindfolded, which is where you select a certain number of 3x3 cubes. They all get scrambled randomly. You then have to memorize as many of them as you can, and then blindfold yourself and solve as many of them as you can in under an hour. How many have you done?
Under an hour?
Yeah.
I got 14 out of 14. So something to keep in mind, you don't know if they're correct, like obviously I just got that one wrong. I had no idea. But memorized 14 from blindfold, solved it. I haven't done anything like that in a while. But
yeah,
that's why I have all of these.
I'm at a solid 4 out of 6. Which is not good. And then the world record is on the order of 60-ish.
Yeah, 63 out of 66 cubes.
Yeah.
So imagine.
Memorize them all before you start solving one.
Yeah, you still have an hour.
But your time includes memorization.
So this guy's memorized and solved each Rubik's Cube on average under a minute.
Yeah.
Doing that alone with just one cube is really difficult. So I've done
something
that
I've
once
never
in
done.
competition.
I've never done it at all. I have a 104 from like 2012 or whatever.
So you're not storing 64 cubes in your mind.
Yes, you are.
So a good way to think about how much information that is, take that, whatever number, and multiply it by 20. And then that's the amount of information that you have to memorize. And so for example, like me, 14 times 20 was like 280.
Yeah.
And so that's
math.
280 letters, cut that in half, 140 letter pairs. It's really not that hard. It may seem like it. It's one of those things where...
They always say that, and it doesn't make it better.
There's a lot of memory techniques that you have to use, and once you get those down, then you can... I've stored 25 cubes in my memory before, and it's not too difficult.
Yeah, once you know how to do it, you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Once you can do the first thing, then the other thing's easier.
The reason I'm stuck at about 6 is that most of my memorization is purely visual. What does it look like? And not like encoding in any sort of way. And then the way I go about, have you seen how I solve multi?
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the meme from earlier still applies. The next thing we're gonna do is we have a slide just called Joe.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
So
Here.
Hi, Joe.
If you want it.
I do.
Hi, Joe.
So, I think it's important that we establish up front that I'm garbage.
No.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You're
But, although I am not fast, I can do something that most people cannot do, and as a result, I'm going to attempt a world record here tonight. It's a world record for a category that I made up called
Niche field.
solving a Rubik's Cube while improvising a solo on a kazoo to Bob-omb Battlefield.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
I have attempted this at home.
You've been practicing.
I have been practicing. I've done it once. It usually takes me more than one chorus to get through it. But we'll see what happens.
Here we go. This is the Mario Kart World version.
oh yeah, I haven't even heard this version, so it's good.
Yeah,
Hold on.
give it like 15 seconds or so. Let's get into inspect.
Okay. Alright, hold on.
Plan out what he's gonna
I'm
start
like
with.
so fucking nervous for this stupid thing.
Hey, it's fine. You just take as much time as you need.
believe in you, Joe!
Yeah.
This is a 30-minute version, I think, or something.
Okay.
That's
Alright,
stupid.
30 minutes. Yeah, you just clap when I'm done, I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
version.
Alright.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We're gonna be here a while, because I keep getting distracted right now.
Another one?
No.
We have an array.
Here, I'm just
Your world record awaits.
I know. Hold on. I really want to do this.
This could really take off at nationals.
Okay.
I want to be part of this too.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start over. Okay.
Okay, here he goes. He's got F2L done. On to Olo. You got a T-perm.
T-perm.
All these lines make sense. Ow. You got F2L again. He got the beat perm we were talking about earlier. Oh, here we go.
Wait, hold on. I don't know if I can do this.
Jump in, everybody. Oh.
Next year I'm gonna do
I was there.
This is Mitch.
My hero.
Mitch has been competing since 2010. Since the beginning, he's always gotten better solves in competition than at home. Consequently, he annoys the shit out of everybody as a result of it. But Mitch, I've known him since 2010. He, from the Bay Area, went to competitions together growing up. I've known this man for 15 years. What the fuck? Oh shit. So he's easy to poke fun at. And he annoyed the shit out of everybody until he did this. This is August 2013. Rest in peace, Kubey Metro. What happened, Mitch? 6.25 seconds.
Bitch! They really want to get
Is it Robbie?
He's here.
Is that Robbie? Oh, it's,
Oh,
oh,
hey.
hey.
Hey, I'm sorry. Bob's is next door. I'm so sorry. I'm cutting through.
Oh, you're good.
I apologize.
Give it up for Howie. Howie Hicks, everybody. Yeah, see you guys in a bit.
Yeah, I'll see you guys.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Next door is the Guabs panel. You should go right after this
Come.
time. I don't know how much long this is going to take. I won't take too much more of your time. Why is that solve significant? It was in 6.25 seconds. At the time, it was 8th in the world. I mentioned that Mitch has this annoying habit of getting times in competition that are way better than at home. This was the icing on the cake because that fool was averaging around 11 seconds at the time. Was nowhere near the top of the world, and then has this shit happen. The clapping you can hear in the beginning of that video is another guy, Kevin Costello III, or as we call him, Kevin Costello III. He got a 6.94 on that when the North American record was, was 6.1-ish? I don't know, I'm looking at you to know because you weren't even speed solving at the time. There's this concept in the cubing sphere of time barriers, like what your first solve under a minute, or your first solve under 30 seconds, 20 seconds, etc. This was at a time when, this was 1 week after the World Championships in Vegas in 2013. The world record at the time was 5.55, so getting 6.25 is a pretty fucking big deal. And the idea of a solve that was under 7 seconds was like okay in people's heads, but under 6 seconds was kind of like, that's not really a time barrier in the usual sense. Like you gotta get lucky enough to get under 6. But maybe 6.25 makes sense as a time barrier. So the term sub-Mitch was coined, which just means any time under 6.25 seconds. This became a worldwide meme because through that speed solving forum we saw earlier, and with the help of a guy, Tim Wong, the look on his face says everything. Tim, oh, God bless Tim. Resident moron. I love the guy. He is really credited with proliferating Mitch as a meme to the wider community. It spreads. This meme has spread so far that there are like little kids in other countries who start speed solving cubes, hear of this term sub-Mitch, learn that it means under 6.25 seconds. They don't know who Mitch is. And Mitch doesn't know who they are. They will never, the twain shall never meet, right? It's just never gonna happen. So, it didn't help that Mitch was easy to poke fun at. I mentioned this earlier. There's a video that I think you all should see, which kind of explains where I'm at with Mitch, like presently in 2025. This is a video from 2012. Yeah, yes. This is an 8 second solve. This predates the 6.25.
See if I can time it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Broke my TV. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mom, I got a TV! Oh my god.
If you heard, so
I was just excited.
the man, the Mitch, the legend. So after making fun of this guy, so
Poor child.
So this fool, and I, not only do go way back, Mitch, when he got out of high school, he went to his undergrad at the University of Nevada, Reno. He would eventually get his master's in mechanical engineering. I went to community college here in town. I went to West Valley College. Yeah.
Vikings!
Yeah, let's go Vikings. I didn't get a degree from West Valley, but I transferred. And when I was thinking about where I was going to transfer, I was like, I'm at the end of 2 years of this. I'm just going to UNR. How much more expensive would it be for me to move to Reno and have the opportunity to make fun of Mitch every day versus move out of my parents' house into some place in downtown San Jose and go to SJSU? I found that he went to SJSU for his master's, though we both did undergrad at the University of Nevada, Reno, because it was cheaper to go to UNR than it was to go to SJSU. And so I followed Mitch to Reno, started the Reno Rubik's Cube Club with him as vice president, and he would never become president because he never wanted it, but he was vice president for, I think, 3 years.
Yeah, for a while.
So this picture on the right here has 6:25 p.m. from Snapchat. And you can see the filter when you can have custom filters, like geolocation filters. This was at the the U.S. National Championship in Portland in 2016, and it says "Mom, I got a PB" on it at 6:25. The fact that we were able to get a picture of Mitch at this time is amazing. But it just goes to show, like, this was the geolocation filter for this whole competition. So hundreds of competitors were able to open up Snapchat and use this to document their memories. And
So good.
it was, I don't know why I had the idea, but we extended the area that it would cover so that it would cost exactly $69.69. Because we had to, it's the law. So after nearly 10 years of Mitch being a global cubing meme, this brings us to, since the original 625 video that you saw is from 2013, in 2023, in June of 2023, Mitch did the unthinkable. This was at a competition in Reno that we were both at. Please enjoy.
Classic Mitch shirt.
He was pretty stoked to wear that shirt.
Yeah, no!
That was a yeah, oh no. The unthinkable happened. It doesn't show it on screen, but Mitch got another 6.25 seconds song.
His second one, 6.252.
Oh, there you are. And there I am wearing a MAGWest shirt. Let's go! Let's go! So we call this 6.252. And the time on the timer was 6.252. So the reason why I show you this is that while Mitch is a global cubing meme, now you know the ballad of Mitchell Lane. And if you ever feel sad, you can remind yourself that at the end of the day, the only person in the world that will never be sub-Mitch is Mitch. Thank you so much. Here's some things to go do and see. The vlog panel is happening next door. If I'm conducting the virtual video game orchestra and co-op choir performance tomorrow on main stage at 3:30. And then you have a set of Carrington Swing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm also playing it, doing a guided jam with Ultra Combo, and I will bring the kazoo, because if I'm not solving a Rubik's Cube, I can do more stuff.
That was good improv.
Thank you. And Ultra Combo on Sunday, so come watch music, yay, music!
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. Have a great rest of your MAGWest.